Yo, what is going on, guys? Freaky Trades here, bringing you another new weekly stock watch list. Before it started, though, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the watch list. So, as far as earnings this week goes, there is nothing going on. Absolutely zero things that I'm interested on. So, pretty quick to skip over all of this. Like I said, there's no big company. There's nothing hidden, really, like any low-key stocks that I'm looking at. So, it is pretty clear for the watch list. So, gives us a chance to hop into the watch list pretty early here. So, first things first, you guys know I like to talk about NQ and ES just solely because it's always good to get an idea of where the market's currently headed at and where it's currently sitting at. So, obviously, if you guys are, paying attention to the market every single day, if you are watching these videos, we saw on Friday, we finally got a heavy sell-off, and we touched the bottom of the range, and we happened to wick off of it. So, then Q here, I'm looking to keep things pretty simple. You guys know in the actual Stock Hours Discord, we go over everything super in-depth in the morning of before market open, roughly 30 minutes before. We do pre-market analysis every single morning, talk about what stocks we're going to look at, what setups we're looking at, and so on, what the market sentiment is, all that good stuff, right? So for the meantime, I'm going to keep things pretty broad, just because anything can happen overnight, especially with how hefty news has been for the past few months. So with NQ here, just in general, we did get the wick off of 24,000 here, but I am looking for a continuation of that, just because that is the bottom of the range that NQ has been bouncing off for so long now. And it's a really important area for NQ to hold. If it can't hold it, then we could see some really nice downside in the market next few coming weeks off of that. So just because that level is crucial. But it's on the daily right now. You guys can see how big this level really is and how long it's been sitting here. So 24,000 is what I'm watching for NQ for the week. Next up is ES. ES on the same story here. If I put this on the daily or keep it on the daily as of right now, you guys can see 65.40 is that big level that we wicked off of, and that's where I'm going to be looking for some continuation here as well, going into 6,500 for that big next level break for some potential downside. So that's about it for NQ and ES. Like I said, keeping things pretty broad, keeping things pretty simple. And then as far as weekly setups go, none of these are relatively close yet. They are, it depends on how you look at them as a stock overall. NVIDIA is going to be the first one I'll talk about. Like I said, a lot of these are pretty broad setups. First level that I'm watching on NVIDIA is 170. That is the big level on NVIDIA, so it kind of lines up with NQ and ES. So if this happens to get ahead of the market, it's even better because it's showing us that NVIDIA is weak. It has a weak sentiment behind it and doesn't have to rely on the market to really break a level at 170. So that's NVIDIA right there. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too complicated about that. Kind of the same story here on Meta. Meta here, we have a big level here at 580 as well that lines up with the market. 580, after we trade at 580, we have a gap that starts at 570.50 that ends at around 549. Pretty straightforward. And last but not least, you guys know I always got to include this one on the watch list when I can, if there is an opportunity to. With Tesla here, we are breaking out of the range that we have been holding at around 380. And now we're breaking back. Now that we're breaking down from this area that we've been stuck at forever along with the market, we are now breaking back into a range we were previously stuck in on Tesla that was stuck where it couldn't get above around 363, 370-ish around that area, and we're breaking back down below those levels. So it'll be interesting to see if Tesla actually ends up getting bought here, if the market is still weak, or if it actually falls with the market overall. So, but yeah. That is about it for the watch list. Pretty short, pretty straightforward, and simple just because of how much gravity hold there is in the market as far as catalysts go, companies, and just everything going on in the world right now. So that's why I'm keeping things pretty broad. It's pretty simple. I don't want to overcomplicate things. So that's what the Stock Hours Discord is for, is to go more in-depth in the morning of before market opens. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Before you go, though, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. With that being said, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a fantastic week. Peace out.